Hi guys, so welcome back to another video of mine. So this video is going to be on this everyday makeup look. I know I did one a while ago, but this is just an updated one that I've changed to. I'm actually in a different outfit than the rest of the video because I was sat down chilling out and then I was like, hang on a minute, I never filmed an intro. So yeah, here we are. But yeah, if you want to see how I do my everyday makeup look and what products I use, then keep on watching. Okay, so let's just start like normal with my eyebrows, which you've seen me do plenty of times, so to be honest, I'm probably gonna speed through this like I always do. I use my Collection 2000 brow kit in blonde, and I just take an angled brush. Oh, you know you just get bad brow days? That is me today, people. Okay, and then I take my Anastasia Beverly Hills Clear Brow Gel and I just brush everything up. So for my eyes for every day, I always starting by priming my eyelids with the Lasting Collection 2000 Lasting Perfection Concealer in the shade Extra Fair. So I just dab this on my eyelid and I just blend it in. Okay, now once that is done, I just take a random fluffy brush and a eyeshadow that is pretty much, I've really nearly run out, but pretty much just translucent and skin colour, and just sort of set it. You can just use your face powder too if you wish. This is the only palette I've been using every day at the moment, and it is the Beauty Bay Fury palette, the 16 colour palette. This is just what I've been using recently to do my eye look, and yeah, I've just loved how it turns out every day, so I'll show you how I do that. The first colour I go in my crease with is this shade Honey Roast, which is right here. So I just get that on, and I just put this just in my crease, and then I do a bit on the lid, but I just sort of blend it out, and I also try and blend it out quite like cat eye like, just to accentuate the eye. So then the next shade I go in with is called Caramel Sauce, which is this one here, which is 2 down from the Honey Roast. And I just take a different fluffy brush and I get it on, and I sort of concentrate this on my lid a bit more, and then I sort of blend it up and in with that other colour. So we've started having nice weather again, which is nice. I sort of feel like I don't get ready for proper autumn until about October time, when it starts getting cold. I always go away in England at the end of September, and it's always really nice weather, so I can't think that it's autumn just yet. It's October for me, when I can whack out the pumpkins and get all Halloweeny. So once I've got that all over, sort of like this, this is where I sort of spice it up a little bit. Well, that's what I like to anyway. I like to spice it up. Whatever. I take, let me just find it, like one of the winged liner brushes, like so, and I go in with this shade underneath Caramel Rose, which is Chocolate Shuffle, this one here, it's like dark brown. So I take it on the brush, and then I wing it out from the outer corner of my eye towards my brows, like this, and then I go about halfway to my eyelid and sort of bring it out like this, and then I sort of fill that in, and don't worry about it, it doesn't have to be neat, just sort of make it so it all joins. And then obviously I do the same to the other side, and then I take a fluffy brush and I get the same dark colour on it, just on the tip, and then I literally blend it just in the corner, and I blend it, but I blend it sort of into the crease, like into that corner, if you can sort of see what I'm doing. So it's not harsh, but it still looks a little bit defined because I've drawn it on like a wing, which is really nice. And then just sort of try and blend it into the rest of the eyelid. I find this palette blends really nicely, so I don't have a problem doing this. But yeah, I always sort of blend the like crease corner first, and then I always go in with a bit more of that brown and like deepen up that bit of lash line where you put it to give that illusion of like a stretched eye, I suppose. And yeah, I just keep doing this basically until it looks dark enough and I'm happy with it. And then I always go back in with the fluffy brush that I used on the second sort of orangey colour, just to sort of blend up so there's no harsh areas up here. And I take that brush as out and I go along the bottom lash line without adding any more product. I mean, you can if you need to, but I find I already have enough on the brush. And then I'm going to do the same with the colour, the brush that had the dark colour on, but just focuses more on the outer corners. So that is then that with the eyes, and I will come back later on to add the mascara. But I'm literally just using 3 things. Oh, actually, that's a lie. I then go in with all that glitters up in the corner here. I get it on like a, what's this brush called? It's called a pencil brush. It's a quite dense brush. I get it on, I put it in the corners of my eye, and I just sort of highlight with it. And then I just put a little bit on that arch of my brow bone. Perfect, and then there you go, you're done with the eyes for now. Okay, so onto the face. I've already moisturised, so with prepping, I am just going to use my Too Faced Hangover Replenishing Face Primer. And I just put a little bit of this on and blend that in. So then the foundation that I'm going to use is the NYX Born to Glow Naturally Radiant Foundation. I love this foundation. You've seen me try it in a couple of videos now, but I just think it makes me look alive, really glowy. I still do need to get it in my actual colour, but by the time I've got all my other makeup on, I don't think it looks too bad, and I just don't, as you can see, I just don't put loads on. And then I blend it in with my brush. By the way, I'm glancing down here because I've got a mirror. I mean, luckily I've got a bit of tan on, so like it's not that bad to my neck. And I'm gonna go over the Beauty Blender anyway. It's always worrying, like when you watch a video and you're like, oh my god, their foundation is such a different colour. I promise you it will all work out. So now I use my damp Beauty Blender and I'm just gonna bounce that everywhere. And then this just also like soaks up a little bit of the product as well as get rid and make it look flawless. So then I'm gonna take my Collection 2000 Lasting Perfection Concealer in the shade Fair. I'm just gonna use this like under my eyes where I highlight and stuff. So video wise, I'm not like struggling what to film, but then I sort of am. Like I want to do a sort of piercing / tattoo video, but I feel like, you know, I haven't got the jewellery and I want, I'm not completely done, and like tattoos at the moment I've only got 2, and I do want to get more, but God knows when that's going to happen. So I'm a bit like stumped. Like that is something I want to film, and I hope you'd want to see that, and then I can talk about, you know, my experience with my piercings and stuff, because I've got quite a few, and hopefully that will help some people. But as I said, I just feel like I haven't got, like, I'm not that happy with the jewellery I have in and stuff. I just need to finish that off. But if you have any piercings, then you know it's, sometimes they like to play up if you change them, and then you don't want them to look all horrible. So I'm just sort of, yeah, playing that one by ear until I feel like they're ready. But they go through phases where they're good and then they're not good, so who knows. Hopefully I'll be able to get that out soonish and film it, but I don't really know. I'm not entirely sure, but yeah, that's something else I want to film. And just to set that, I'm going to take my Collection 2000 Primer Ready Invisible Setting Powder. So yeah, that's where my mind's at. I'm not really sure what you guys prefer to see. I would vlog more, but I don't really have much to vlog. I don't know if I'm going to vlog when I'm away, because I'm going with my boyfriend and he's not really about this, so I'm not really sure. Just going to take the bronzer. I'm just taking this big, I think this is a Rimmel, just a big bronzer, and I start off by taking a more defined brush just to sort of map out where I'm gonna bronze. Just very gently, I don't really do it a lot. And then I come back in with my fluffy brush. This is just a Real Techniques big fluffy brush. Get all my bronzer on there. And then I sort of pinch my bristles together so it's not as sparse, and just rework and make it all deeper. I make sure I get it in at the temple. I learned that in Jamie's video. It helped make you look like you have a more lifted face. If you haven't seen that video, definitely go and watch it. I've spoke about it in some of my other videos too. So then for blush, I'm going to take my NYX Soft Spoken blusher. Mine has literally broke. I have to do it on my desk and I literally get it everywhere. And then I just work this in sort of on top of the bronzer. Before I highlight, I will take my Mario Badescu Rose Water Spray, give myself a spritz. I will use my MAC Soft and Gentle Mineralized Skin Finish to highlight my face. So these are products that obviously I've used before because it's the same pretty much products every day. It's just my eye slightly different and my lip. I don't obviously always put lipstick on. Okay, so now I'm going to go on with mascara. So I have had my lashes LVL'd, but they've sort of fallen out. So I am going to put a bit of just a curl on them, just to relift them a bit more. And then I'm going to take the Maybelline Great Lash New York. I'm nearly out of this, but I just put a bit of this all over. And then I also pop it just on my bottom lashes. And then I'm going to take my Too Faced Better Than Sex mascara. And obviously this is a lot thicker. If you've ever used it before, then you will know. So I sort of start by focusing just the end of the brush, just right on the outsides of my lashes like this. And then I do run it all the way through. But as you can see, it's quite like, it's a little bit clumpy because it's so thick. But I've got some on my bloody eyelid, how annoying. I put it on the tips like this, just to get rid of any of the clumpy bits. I'm just going to go back in with my other mascara, as there's less on that brush because it's nearly run out. Sometimes you can use an empty one or just a spoolie. And there we go, that looks miles better. So as per usual, the camera died, but I've just taken what I can off the eyelids. So that's the eyes done. So then the last thing is just lips. So with the lips, I've started using this combo, which is MAC Wow Lip Liner. And then the Too Faced Melted Matte, what is this called? Child Star liquid lipstick. I find this is a really natural combo. Like, you could just leave it like this if you want, but I think because I've gone slightly darker on the lips, it's quite nice just to do something to your lips. So I outline my lips with Whirl, and I do overline slightly, especially as it's slightly darker. It will give you that illusion of like bigger lips. After I've lined them, I just sort of shade in a bit, leave the centre a bit clear. So I'll shade in up like this. So I've left the little centre bits clear. And then I go in with the Too Faced Melted Matte Lipstick in the colour Child Star. And I go as much to the edges as possible. Perfect. And then what I do just to finish it off is I take that concealer that I used to base the eyelids, so in the shade Extra Fair. I put a little bit on the back of my hands, and obviously this works with Treat as well if you need to tidy up. and I take a really small brush, like a lip brush, put a tiny bit on, and then these bits in my mouth, sort of highlight them a bit with it. And I feel, and then like I do it a little bit at the side here too. I just setting spray again with the Mario Badescu Rose Water Spray. And voila! Hello, so while I'm editing this video, I have realised that I didn't film an outro either. So luckily I remembered on the day to film the intro with the actual makeup that I did. But yeah, I completely forgot to film an outro. So that's what I'm here now to do. So thank you so much for watching. And I hope you all have a lovely weekend. And I will see you in my next video. Take care. Bye. P.S. Yes, I also look completely different because I've now had a haircut. So this video is pre-filmed before I've had the haircut. But I think I'm going to upload my haircut vlog before I upload this one. So it will all make sense once it pans out.